So, what's up, everybody? I must say I am a little sick, so forgive me when I cough. I'm not trying to cough into the mic, but let's get this one man army going. This glitch or exploit or whatever you want to call it is so hard to do, but it's so rewarding once you get it. I have looked and I haven't seen a whole bunch of videos that explain it in depth, and they're gonna do another patch soon, or I guess server maintenance. So please tune in for the whole video and press that like button if it helps you. If it doesn't, please do it anyway. Okay, so let's get right into what this glitch is. This glitch is for basically farming Phoenix credits in the division. So we all know that even with a 4-man team of good players, it can take a long time. Not only can it take a long time, but it can take an extremely long time if you die out a couple of times. And we're talking maybe about an hour. A regular run is about 45 minutes that I've timed, and we were all good. We're all good. We all have gold gear. And so I'm gonna give you a description of how I do it. Other people may disagree, but this is how we were able to get it. We got it 2 days in a row, and hopefully it'll help you out. So the first thing that you have to do is, we always had 3 people in our party, and we would so there's 2 ways you could do it. You could either match make and get a random in, or you can use someone else who's on your friends list that can help you do it. I recommend doing someone that's on your friends list because you can all get in a chat party together and coordinate a little better. So from what I've seen and what I've tried and experiment with over and over again is, so you have 3 people in your party, you have your friend join in on you. When your friend joins in on you, then it'll prompt a loading screen on their screen. And when the loading screen on their screen gets anywhere between 60 and 70, it's usually between those 2 numbers. Any higher, then what'll happen is the person will excuse me. I'm sorry. Anyway, any higher than that, and the person will spawn in once you finish the glitch. They'll spawn in, but then they'll disappear within 30 seconds, and you don't want that to happen. So what you want to do is you want to let them join in on you. Tell them when the loading screen is between 60 and 70, and then boot them. When it's between 60 and 70, kick them from your group. You have to be fast because sometimes the loading screen goes really fast. So be fast on the trigger. Once you boot them, then usually, one of 3 things will happen. 1, they'll go back to their own world. 2, they'll go to a safe house, and they'll think they're in their own world, but they're not. And then 3, they'll spawn right in front of you, and they'll be a white. Their name will be in white instead of blue because they won't be a part of your server. I'm guessing. I'm gonna say server. So, so basically, what you're trying to do is just make multiple servers, and so you can do that over and over again. If you do it and you kick them and they spawn at a safe house that's nearby, then what you want to do is make them travel to the mission area and see if they see you. And then if they can physically see you, then that means that they have 3 empty slots and they can invite 3 more players. So you can essentially build your army. I don't know what the limit is as far as how many people you can actually have playing in the match, but we got up to about 25, and we just saw no need. We really saw no need to take it above maybe like 12 players. 12 players can go through it in about the same exact time as 20 players. Even though that sounds like that's not the case, it's just the way the mission structure is not gonna let you go that fast. You're gonna shoot all the enemies, you're gonna melt them basically, and when you melt them, you're gonna have to wait for them to spawn back in. And then especially on Lincoln Tunnel, you have to wait on that timer. So even on the timer, we don't even wait on the timer, we just kill as many waves as possible so we can get drops and have more crafting material, because it doesn't make any sense to just there's no way possible with 20 people on a server and everyone can't fit in a chat party to get them to wait and not kill the last guy. Okay, you're gonna be dealing with a lot of noobs. So what you want to do is, all right, so going back, just what you want to do is you want to add your friend or let them join in on you. All right, when they get between 60 and 70% on that loading screen, they'll tell you kick them. They'll load in front of you. All you have to do to get more people is rinse and repeat. The thing about us is, the reason sometimes it's easier to do with matchmaking, because you can do it exponentially faster. Like you can do quick pace, because if you have 3 people in your party and you press quick match, then it'll just put someone in your party super fast. And when you see them join in on your party, then maybe count to like 10 Mississippi and then kick them. And then quick match someone else, and they'll try to put someone else in there, and then count 10 Mississippi and kick them. And by the time you've done that 2 times or 3 times, then the first person from 3 kicks ago will spawn in, and then the next person will spawn in, and then the next person will spawn in, and then the next person will spawn in. And there's one big thing about, people will spawn in, but then they'll disappear at about 30 seconds. The best way that we found around this is that if you do get them to spawn in, then whoever is the leader of the party restart the mission. And usually what has happened with us is, if we restart the mission, then everyone will load at the beginning of the mission, even the person that is white, even the person with the white name above their head. And we try to keep it to where all of our people on my main friends list held the servers. So if a random wanted to leave, they wouldn't take that server with them, because if they're the leader of the party, so say we have 12 people, that means we have 3 servers or 3 leaders. So I'm just gonna use servers. So we have 3 servers, right? So we have 3 4-man servers. If a random leaves and he's the leader of that server, it's gonna take all those people, and we're gonna lose that server, and we're gonna have to start the glitch over again to get that server back in. Whereas if we had, so what you want to do is, when you do get that server, if there's a random, invite the random to chat, get one of your friends to join on the random, and then have the random pass the group leadership over to your friend. So basically, if you have 4 servers, right, and you guys are in the chat, just get the randoms to switch over to where everybody that is in chat, or everybody that are close friends that aren't gonna back out, that aren't gonna be like, oh, I don't want to play this mission anymore. You want those players that are gonna just stick with it, just because it doesn't take long compared to doing other things in the game or grinding it out. You're gonna get 30 Phoenix credits plus the Phoenix credits that the boss drops every 10 minutes, maybe 15 at the most. So it's exponentially faster. I've topped out at what, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, maybe twice a day for 2 days. whereas that would have taken me a month's long time of playing the division to get that many Phoenix. And I definitely would have burnt out on the game just trying to get that many to get blueprints. So, and another thing about the servers, once everybody is in, right? Well, sometimes you get players, like I said, it gets mundane. You run the same mission 10 times, right? So now you have 300 Phoenix coins, or you have 400 Phoenix credits. Well, can we run another mission? Do we have to start the glitch all over again? And the answer is no, you do not. You don't have to start the glitch over again. All you have to do is, like I said, that's why you want your friends to be the leaders of the groups, because then all of the leaders can go to whatever mission they agree on. So say you're at Lincoln and you want to go to Lexington, right? So all of the leaders of the groups will fast travel to Lexington, and then everybody that's in that group will just spawn on them, or they don't even have to spawn on them. As long as all the leaders of the group are in one space and the mission starts, then all you have to do is restart the mission, right? So once a leader of the group clicks on the mission and holds triangle or whatever system you're on, and it restarts, then it'll spawn all 20 people, all 30 people, all 15 people will spawn right there. So it'll pull them from where they are in the world, and they'll all spawn right there, as long as their leader or whatever is on that server. So I hope this helped you guys out as much as it has helped me. It is gonna be frustrating. It's not patched yet. Believe me, try it. Leave your comments. Thanks.